Okay, what the hell? That was dumb.
What happened?
Again, OBS decided to completely reset my audio settings. This entire time, my audio was broke. Jesus Christ. Sorry, everyone. Can you hear me now? I assume. Like, what the fuck? Excellent connection. Stream is healthy. Stream is healthy. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, now. Yeah, sorry about that. That was retarded. I don't know why. Oh my god, OBS, I hate you so much. I think it auto-updated, actually. And then it broke. Okay, yeah, everything seems to be fine now. Sorry about that. Alright. So everyone voted that I play Bandit. We need a name for the character. Wish that this would... There we go. I'll do a randomized name. Kolyan Pintle. Come on, I need a name. Give me a name idea, Wolfram.
Margaret Thatcher?
No. Give me something Slav. Not Margaret Thatcher.
She's Slavic, right? Clearly.
How about Urod? Urod. I can't roll my tongue.
For sure doesn't mean something good.
The names that this game can randomly generate sometimes is pretty funny, so we'll do Ivan Adidas.
The originality is stunning.
I don't know what else to say. So obviously we gotta have the full soccer experience. It's gotta be hard as shit. It's gotta be in hard, survivalist, progression. We'll take with us a battery, energy drink, some bandages, and let's see, how much is this? 150 points. Let me just take a med kit or two. Maybe a Geiger counter. Ooh. Well, yeah, we'll take the Geiger counter over the rest of that. All right, let's go. Kind of salty that my audio was fucked. I think OBS auto updated itself. Because it kept bugging me for an update. God, Spookson just uploaded if War Thunder's M3 was historically accurate. That'll probably be a good one. Okay. Oh god, there's the item animations. You just defeated CHEEKI in the division. Nice. I don't think I can turn off the weapon animations, can I? Or the item animations, whatever it's called. Where was it? Had to have been. Come on. Where would it be? There it is. Item usage animations. Unless there's more animations, I might actually want to keep that on. Item swap animations? Okay. Player.
Так, балабонь быстрее, что надо?
Sweet. Okay, I have the right one on now. Only have 1,000 rubles. Alright, we will go talk to Goofball, although so PDA is now 3D. Oh, that looks cool. That's cool. Whoa. Wait. Okay. Do I still click and drag? Oh, you can use the arrow keys, okay. Why is the map so zoomed? Oh, that's right, I forgot it was inverted. I haven't played S.T.A.L.K.E.R in a while. Hello, Mr. Tiger, really long German name. Alright, time to play Zone FM and get copyrighted. Well, that was weird. I did redo the PDA animation. I want to set two controls real quick, two keybinds. Companion wheel is now mouse, middle mouse, okay. No, where is it? I want my PDA to be bound to that and map to that. Okay. Although technically that is the same key now, isn't it? Yeah.
Ты волыны не свети, нехрен!
Where is Sultan? Is he?
Ну раз...
So can he get copyrighted for the music that I play on the radio? Am I stupid? Where is Sultan? He's in the other part of the building. Maybe he's not. I'm really quiet. Alright, hold on. I am talking kind of quiet, but let me, Let me turn down the overall game volume maybe a little bit. Or actually, let me just turn that down. Alright, how about now? Is it? So everything's all off.
Так, балабонь быстрее, что надо?
Yeah, audio and streaming and YouTube and stuff in general is kind of just a pain in the ass. It won't even matter anyways. If people watch this in post, it's all just gonna get muted. All this Eastern European shit. Oh yeah, bunch of stuff in there. Well, Piggy got fucked up. Oh. No place is truly safe. Truck cemetery, I know that. What can we do? He's usually down the stairs near Olivia's. Garbage, I know. There's a retired hunter in the old train hangar. Some flea merchants. Darkscape. Go see Loris northwest of the bridge in Cordon. Sometimes there's competition. Look you up with a disguise. Okay. The game is just a definition of a normal day in Russia. Yeah. Do bandits not go along with the storyline? I think I had it ticked, but... Oh god, I gotta go mob hit a monolith soldier. And duty faction patches. Okay, we can do that. I'd rather play the mercenaries, but that's okay. Everyone wanted me to play Cheeky Breeky, so we'll be Cheeky Breeky. That new icon on the bottom left that's flashing must be the PDA's battery life or something. Or... Huh. Went off. I don't know. So I guess we can just sneak over to... Oh. Hog is... I forgot it. He's the merc. Wild territory. Aggro prom. See, getting over to the merc base is kind of a pain in the ass. So what we'll probably do is that... Well, actually, we'll head north. We'll go to the truck cemetery. Then we'll go to the army warehouses. So... Let me just say real quick. Cheeky Breeky. Ooh. Well, this is actually just a normal day in the Soviet Union, more like it, but technically this is the modern day though, so technically the Soviet Union doesn't even exist anymore. Shut the fuck up, suka. Bandits be screaming at me. Lydius, can I just buy a pop gun from you, please? No? Okay, fine. Alright, well, we're stuck with the Makarov for now. How much ammo do I even have? Not that much. Okay. Alright. Let's go to the truck cemetery and get murdered. I'm probably gonna configure my graphics settings off stream about more. Wait, this doesn't seem right. Was it? Why? Oh. Piece of shit. Oh, we've already gotten fucked up. No. Not that button. Did I just hear a grenade? Am I gonna die? I'm gonna die. Oh, this isn't fun. Already off to a horrible start. Oh! Well. Getting ambushed by the military when you when you just start out is not fun. I also want to set up my inventory key. So, where is it? To my side button, so I don't have to reach across all the time. So I can just hit the side button rather than reach over. Is the military gonna come back? Because I'll just wait for them to shoot these guys and I'll take their shit.
Ты чё, охлял? Пушку нафиг!
Or are they not here anymore? I think, wasn't there a secret somewhere in here, a secret loot? Whoa, no, I don't want to sleep. Okay. Cheeky breeky. Okay, well I guess the military just didn't decide to come over here this time. And yeah, like I was saying before I got shot at, I thought this was all paved here, but apparently this is just grass. That's a freaking sound from Half-Life. Where's your leader? Can I talk to him? No, I'm not getting you antidote, bitch. Oh, you're teasing me, naughty, naughty. It's a good habit to compare prices of clean, healthy food at barkeepers and carry some. I know that. Some of the stalker tips are pretty funny. I'm pretty sure the military is like right there. So we're gonna save. That's a new ambient noise I've never heard before. Okay, why is everything gotta be so damn fuzzy? At range. Fuck, magic screen space. Do I have to restart for this one? Yeah, probably. Blech. I don't want the anti-aliasing to be like that. Come on. It's gonna crash. No? Okay. High. I think I'll just leave that off. Maybe not. I'll leave it. Because it used to be called default. I think they're right. That's where they would be. But I don't see anybody. Oh! I heard him say grenade. I'm in here now. Nope. You want it? Come and get it. Bitch. Oh, I dropped him. Okay. Well, that was a grenade. Got him. I don't know how much we have left of it. I think we got plenty. I think there's a third one. Epic. I just killed them with a Makarov. Okay. That's not my ammunition, is it? No. Okay. Groza, that's basically destroyed. A few rounds. Bolt. And the loot box with a hammer. Some old ass, not my ammunition. Is that for repairs? Okay. This thing's so broke, but I mean, it's got a suppressor on it, so. I don't even have that much ammunition. Fire mode is still 0. Okay. Is that a lurker noise? That is, isn't it? Some noises are ambient, some are actually monsters. And I don't remember. Huh. Okay. I really gotta fix the graphic settings for me, because things are a bit too fuzzy at distance for me to make out objects. But you know what might actually be causing it? I'd have to restart, but it might be the SMA. That might be why. Maybe the reason. Whatever. Hey Chicabi, hi bye. No, I said hi bye. I said what I read out what you said. Oh my god, that Half-Life noise is so stupid. I need to see if I can get the streamer role on the Anomaly Discord so I can actually post like when I stream there, since that's a Discord literally relevant to people that play soccer. But if I post in the video tab, I'd get reamed. That Discord is a bit tight on moderation. Oh, fuck. Okay, is the ladder broke on the watchtower? Yes, it fucking is. Wonderful. I gotta actually read the full list of changes for 1.5.1. Because if they fixed a lot of bugs, that's nice, but I might stick with 1.5 personally, but it's, I don't know. God damn it, what do you... Okay, run. Because I'm gonna have to wait for the, I'm gonna wait for a lot more add-ons to be updated, if the ones that I use actually do, because, I mean, the UI is nice, there's some nice new changes, but, like, the suppressors being really stupid and stuff, like, I know part of the appeal of Stalker is, like, the originality of it, but sometimes it's kind of lackluster. I think I'm okay with freedom, right? Yeah. Might try to grab a better weapon. I mean, if they got the animations from like S.T.A.L.K.E.R Gunslinger down, that would be cool. Personally, I would actually prefer to play Dead-Air, because Dead-Air is kind of going the Gunslinger route, where it's more about updating the quality of the current assets rather than kind of doing a lot of new stuff. But the problem with Dead-Air is I'm pretty sure they're still going to be on a 32-bit X-ray engine and not the one that Anomaly is using, which is kind of recoded. So, I don't really know how I feel. I like Anomaly for its content, but I prefer Dead-Air for the atmosphere. But Anomaly also has a lot more, again, like with the content, but like a lot more extra content, if you will. Because Anomaly, without some of the stuff that they've personally modded in, would be honestly quite bland. Like the extra quests are nice, the faction patches and stuff. Like I know some of this stuff is like modded into S.T.A.L.K.E.R Dead-Air, I believe. Not everything, but some of it. But I mean, Anomaly basically being the original S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, which is just, you know, not really a whole made game. We'll see how S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 actually goes, but I don't have my hopes up particularly, because I've heard of how the development went, and in particular, anything out of Eastern Europe when it comes to game design, as I mean, most of you know from me playing War Thunder with Gaijin, dealing with Gaijin is, I think, to be honest with you, that, ooh, Dark Valley. Nice. I think that, like, it's not going to end up well. I don't think it's going to go well. I really, honestly, have kind of lost all hope in game design from pretty much any part of the world. Western companies are just a bit too greedy in terms of the amount of monetization you face, and Eastern European developers usually, or companies usually have like development problems. Who's this guy? Oh, he's their intel guy? Oh, he's a guide. Gordon Yantarnyanov. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have my hopes up for S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. To be honest with you, I really don't. Food guy in here? Then there's a vendor in there.
Ну рассказывай, я весь внимание.
Ah, whatever. We'll be fine. We'll be in the mercenaries anyways. It'd be nice if they made preferred or like recommended graphical settings, like presets. Although the amount of customization is nice, but I usually like to have something and then base what I set off of other stuff. That's a lot of zombies, man. Fucker. As long as these companies allow mods, yeah. That's the thing that I think a lot of people that like Stalker appreciate is the ability to modify it. Although the X-Ray engine is very unstable from, you know, the actual like real development of Stalker. It was horrible because they, from what I understand, they had to actually dumb it down. And because, like, I guess with Shadow Chernobyl, literally AI could finish the game before the player could. Of course, I doubt it was really Shadow Chernobyl at that point, you know. I'm heading the wrong way. I can see it. Okay. But yeah, I think that Stalker 2 is probably going to end up trying to copy Tarkov in terms of atmosphere of, like, game design. Not like the game atmosphere itself, but I think in game design it's going to copy things similar. Maybe a bridge between Tarkov and Fallout. And I honestly I don't even know. So I'm literally dying from radiation poisoning. Oh, Jesus, that is eye cancer. Stalker 2 Metro Edition. Yeah, honestly, let me rephrase it. It might be a bridge between Tarkov and Metro, actually. I kind of forgot the Metro series exists. I've never played a Metro game. To be honest, it never appealed to me because, like, the guns are all goofy. And, I don't know. Of course, the setting is very similar to Stalker in terms of it being a post-apocalyptic and, you know, the Eastern European states, you know. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm hopeful at you know, I'm like 50-50. Yeah, Exodus actually does look really good. I never found myself wanting to play it, like being like, oh man, I really can't wait to play this. I don't know. Maybe because I watched my friend play it on a console, so I don't know. Controller scalp? I'm not gonna get that for a while. Jesus. Okay, let me find someone that can make it so. Oh, okay. Filter cancer is over.
Ты пушку-то спрячь.
Wow, that's a lot.
Нет, правильно я все сделал. Если любая скотина будет в моих вещах копаться. Спрячь.
What gets the filter to, like, the crazy white flashing shit to stop? Isn't it like a certain pill? God, I haven't played so long. Oh, they changed the name of them? R pill? Oh, it's just psychic resistance. I just kind of need a med kit, honestly. Something. Can you build in this game? No. S.T.A.L.K.E.R in terms of game design is very, very primitive. Okay, I don't want to listen to you die and breathe for 20 minutes, buddy. Jesus. Which is the best Metro? Is it the Redux of 2033?
Ничего так слабал.
I really hate to do this, but I don't want to like absolutely eye cancer you guys. But unless thought I had the debug menu on. Oh, it's F7 now? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna give myself a med pack real quick so I don't have to keep... Oh shit, that was the wrong one. Whoops. Oh wait, did I have one? Oh, I forgot. You don't have to double click anymore. It's different. Different debug menu. I think maybe because it's the most recent, but I think that people like the yeah, yeah. I think people like say like with Stalker, people are like play the original Shadow of Chernobyl. Yeah. Forgot the prices of everything are going to be ridiculous because of the difficulty.
Так, что-то у меня сейчас недавно осталось. Надо перейти.
Game not going to show me pistols that are similar and...
Нет, правильно я все сделал. Если любая скотина будет в моих вещах копаться.
Started Metro with Exodus when it was on Game Pass. Yeah.
Народ, зацените. Клёвый батл. Сейчас бы шашлычок. Да зелень. Да под хороший.
Some of the Stalker team? Yeah, they did. I think it was people that after the original Stalker, I think, that had gotten fed up or something. But I'm not entirely sure.
Ох и достала, что меня подроб достала. Было бы где отсидеться. Так негде. Никого не
Well, I'm broke,
ни тут, ни
but I
туда.
need some ammunition.
Какая долбаная.
What's the cheapest? $16 rounds is all I'm getting. I'm not murdering somebody inside of fucking Rostock, you madman.
Иногда бывает враг, бывает лучший друг.
Jeez. You can barely see those objective markers because they're white. They should change that to like red or something. Really see that.
Сейчас, еще немного и море, солнце, яхта, конечно.
I really would like a better weapon. I don't want to have to walk out of here being basically completely empty on ammo. Ooh. Animation for the lamp, huh? That's cool. Okay. We'll go try to loot the other building. DayZ looks more like Stalker than Metro. Yeah. You mean like the original DayZ or the standalone? Standard, yeah. Probably because of the time too. Nothing up here. Maybe you're just too sleepy. Yeah, I kind of am too, but I wanted to play this today. I wanted to play some Stalker. I wanted to relax. I kind of want to grind War Thunder, but like I just can't be fucked. Like the servers the other day, we were trying to play 8-3 Britain. And it's just, it's horrible. DayZ is just Stalker, but without objectives, yeah. But, yeah, like, I just kind of burnt out. I just can't be fucked. Like, the amount of times, like, there was this guy, we were playing, I was in the, what was I in? I was in the Conqueror, right? And there was an AMX 30 B2 in front of me, and every time I pushed the corner, I knew I could kill him. I knew I could take a shot and kill him. But every time he breached me because literally I wasn't even physically around the corner and my breach was getting broken by him. And he said he was hitting the corner in my breach, which I believe him. I understand that that's what he was going for. But on my screen, I pushed around the corner and I fired every time, and he would breach me before I even did, you know, like could even see him. And I started to pre-fire, like preemptively adjusting for like the 5% pack loss that we had. And it was just horrible. Also, I just murdered Monolith. Awesome. Please tell me that those are mercenaries next to me. Please? Yeah, okay. Awesome. I just got a bunch of good shit. And an M4. Awesome. But yeah, like he was like, maybe you shouldn't push me, idiot. And I was kind of like, no, like, you don't understand. Like, you're breaching me, and the only thing around the corner of the rock is my tank. Or my tank track. Like, I was like, you don't get it, buddy. Like, I'm physically not even able to put my breach anywhere past the cover when you're breaching me. You know. And I had a T-32 next to me that was completely oblivious, and I had a non-expert crew, so I'm sitting there repairing 40-second after 40-second after 40-second repair. And by the end of it, I just kind of wanted to blow my fucking brains out. So... It's just not fun when you can't play the fucker. Like I had my poll the other day. I'm like, do you have good expectations for War Thunder? Or like, I think I had another poll weeks ago when I did my cash cow video, asking people like, do you still enjoy the game? Like, do you actually find it enjoyable? And you're gonna shotgun me, aren't you? I'm dead. Fuck, and people are like, yeah, I still enjoy the game. And I get comments from people like, oh, the game's not dying. It's got 100,000 players on it concurrently. And it's like, if you look, there's less battles going on in War Thunder now than there was when the game had a peak of like 50,000 or less. There is literally less people playing the game actively. Most people are either sitting in their hangar, like I said in my cash cow video, as a joke, although it was kind of true, or sitting in their hangar doing nothing, or they're in a custom battle. And I don't think that the game counts custom battles on the counter. I'm not... Oh, fuck you. I'm not entirely sure. So, take with that what you will. Just launch game and watch YouTube. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are like, oh, it's not dying. And I'm like, I really don't believe you. Because, I mean, and it's not just me. It's not confirmation bias either. I mean, I've asked a lot of my friends who are longtime players. I've asked a few CCs, which, I mean, they're still playing the game, but, like, they're kind of on that, just play the OP shit and run the cycle kind of attitude. Also, I'm gonna try and loot before I get capped. Here. Fuck, that has no ammo. Oh. Okay, noticing a bug here. Game cannot handle. Ooh. Fucking jammed. Yeah, the CHEEKI, nice. Yeah, they're pretty much just like, we'll just fucking play the shit out of it until it sucks so much that we do just end up giving up. There's also... There's a bit of Stockholm Syndrome for people. I think that is definitely part of the, pun intended, anomaly that is War Thunder. And like people were like, oh, I've spent so much money on this game, I can't leave it now. Oh, this, oh, that. And I'm like, some people, like what they said, I've definitely spent a lot more than some people. They think $500 is a lot. I've spent a lot more. Okay, I am, by every definition, one of those whalers, if you will. But I'm only still invested in War Thunder simply because of my channel, and that I do like to, you know, make CDK content and mess around in custom battles, but actively playing and grinding the game has pretty much lost me. if you don't pay in money, you are paying insanity. Yeah. Really. I mean, I don't agree with some of the simplified sentiments, honestly. Some people, I think, are oversimplifying Gaijin. Just, oh, they just want money. Oh, this. It's like, well, money is the #1 goal of any company, yes. But I think attributing it to a malice of sorts, or malicious intent, is the wrong way to go about it, because I see a lot of people that are just comparing them to that. And I also, like, some people, like, I was just reading a comment thread earlier on my Cash Cow video that I started to get notifications for on my phone. And, like, I was saying, you know, be calm and collective about your attitude towards Gaijin. Like, don't just read them death threats and stuff like that. You know, don't do that. That's really counterproductive. Cool Ramrod. And some people are like, well, when the way the game has been going, there's no time for constructive criticism anymore, and it's just time to pitch them out. And it is true that, I mean, companies do lose out when they oh, that didn't work anymore. Can't do that shit. Companies do lose out when there is a mass protest of sorts. And without even outright directly saying it, I have kind of, if you did watch that video, I don't know if you guys have. There's only a few people watching, so this isn't probably the time to ask, but I don't know how many of you did watch that video, but I was kind of alluding to boycotting Gaijin, without directly saying it. Mainly because, one, I'll get in trouble, but, like, more of a recommendation to do so than to just be like, yeah, go out, do it. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that, like, while it may not matter, because most people will still continue to pay a little bit per month, like, people will save up $50 and spend it, or you'll still have plenty of whalers, you know. Like, people can do what they want with their money, but you can't... Like, I've always been someone who's like, you know, people do what they want with their money, because people have called me a wallet warrior, and I guess in some way it's true, but again, I can do what I want with my money, you know. But you can't say that and then turn around and then be mad that Gaijin isn't giving you the experience that you're paying for, because you can get money anytime, but not time. Yeah, that's true. But that's kind of where I'm at. Like, you can't say one thing and then, you know, do another. Mainly, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I mean, of course I am still making YouTube videos on War Thunder. However, I'm not making YouTube videos on War Thunder to shill advertise, I guess. Like, I'm not super hardcore about the advertising. I'm just doing it because, well, people want to watch War Thunder content, and I'm on YouTube, and I want to make YouTube videos and make a little bit of side money from the views, and, you know, do it as a hobby right now. I doubt I'll be able to sustain myself with a YouTube career unless I go really, really hard in the paint. This is coming from some IRL business, which I'm not really going to go into, but I always kind of wanted to have YouTube be a full-time thing, but War Thunder isn't obviously the way to go. Neither is S.T.A.L.K.E.R, don't get me wrong. But I've honestly thought about just going full-time streaming. It's midnight, heading to bed. Thanks for streaming. Good luck, everyone. Yeah. Good night, Musa. But, yeah. I don't know. Everything is just kind of in the shitter right now. With stuff like the entire gaming industry is just, like, horrible. Like, it's not a, you know, Eastern market thing or Western market thing. It's just the market. Just games in general, I feel like, are getting lazier. Models are changing. Like, You know, War Thunder has a battle pass now. Well, I play a game on my phone called Airport City. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it for mobile. Where you build like an airport. That game has a battle pass type thing now. Not really a battle pass, but it's like a season pass. And it's just like the norm now. And it's like ridiculously expensive. It's heavily monetized. And I mean, again, I understand that they're coming from that. They heavily, you know, it is proven that they do rely off of their whalers a ton because people will dish out a bunch of money. I have dished out a bunch of money for War Thunder. I was literally right before that battle rating change. That was kind of the motivation for me to make the cash cow video. I was literally buying like the T-72 terms and stuff, you know. Like I was in, you know, every way, shape, or form. I was kind of being a bit of a hypocrite. Are they both? Oh my god, are they both in the underground? Or is... God, they are both in the Jupiter underground. That's really fucked. Two contracts. Yeah, we're just gonna... Hey, Smug. And hey, Obi. What was I saying? I don't remember. Yeah, the free-to-play models are just really, really cancer, and they're heavily monetized, and I understand companies need to make money, and I do understand that whalers do make up, what is it, I think 50% of the income of like the average video game, or average free-to-play. I don't remember if it's free-to-play or what, but there's some statistic out there basically stating that whalers basically fund games. And it's kind of sad. But like I said, like I was literally chilling out for Gaijin up until that BR change, because I thought things were actually going to go in the right direction, and I thought that New Power was just a really rocky start. I understand, like, fully. Oh, fuck. That, that I knew what they were going for with the Harrier and the terms, and it's ridiculous because they made literally 2 mil off the terms alone, rumoredly. Damn, buddy. You have big shotgun. But it's just ridiculous. Fucker. So we had that. Ah, shit, I'm overweight with the weapons I'm carrying. Oh, get rid of that. Unload. Detach. Can't even sell any of these. But, it might be the era of games we don't like /C being lazy, like around 2003 to 6 was the era of RTS and RPG, 7 to 10 survival. Yeah, I would agree. I don't know how old you are, obviously, but like for me, I was born in 2000, and I was kind of, I assume a lot of 2000s kids was like this, but I grew up on a lot of the 90s games because of my cousins. I have no brothers and sisters, so yeah, I mainly relied on my cousins for everything. And like I grew up playing, like at work I play on emulators. I grew up playing Super Mario 64, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, games like that, you know, Wind Waker game. I basically grew up on N64 and GameCube and like Wii and a little bit of PlayStation 2. in like original Xbox. Like I grew up on those games. I grew up on single player games that, you know, were meant to be replayable and have memorable moments. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't hate multiplayer games. I don't hate multiplayer free-to-plays. I understand the whole point of a free-to-play game is to have constant monetization. But it's getting to the point where, what is it? Is it Honey or whatever? You guys know when they, like the advertisements were like, they're basically like, oh, look at all this money you're spending. Look at all these, subscriptions you have. And like you're blowing hundreds of dollars a month in subscriptions because everybody's gone to subscription. That's how they get you. And of course right now it's the valid tactic, but like even like for example with Battlefield, right? I love Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 had cosmetic battle packs, or you could unlock some weapons, you know, but it wasn't really pay to win. I grew up on that. Last Call of Duty game I enjoyed was Black Ops 2. Last Battlefield game I enjoyed was Battlefield 4. I never touched 5. I touched 1 on the Xbox One. And to be honest, I think Battlefield 1 was cool in theory, but some of the balancing in that game was retarded. The self-loading rifles were basically the DMRs from Battlefield 4 and was ridiculously overpowered. And I told a friend about it who was playing Battlefield 1. He loved Battlefield 1. And I told him, like, the self-loading rifles are kind of overpowered, like Battlefield 4. He's like, I never played it. And he's older than me. And he never touched Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. Or at least I think, I don't want to exactly misconstrue what he said, but I'm pretty sure it was just Battlefield 4. He may have touched 3, I don't know. And I was just kind of shocked. I was like, really? And he had a completely different interpretation of game design. Also, I'm going to teleport. To me, simply because of, you know, what he experienced. And I just found it, like, insane. Because single issue with Battlefield 4, you can call it, was the customization bloat. It could be, yeah, I mean, there was a bit, but, like, it wasn't in your face. The customization wasn't in your face. You know, like, it was there. You didn't have to be, you know, overly bloated with it. Like, I remember I logged on to Battlefield 4 on PC, which uses the same account, Battlelog account, or whatever it would have you, as my Xbox account from when I was younger. And there was a bunch of battle packs, premium battle packs that I had been given that just racked up over time. And there was like 100 of them. And I found it insane, honestly. That was like even less. I was like, holy shit. And I got a bunch of stuff that I had never, you know, messed around with before. And I don't know, I just thought it was cool, but yeah, I hate to like be like a gamer boomer, but like that's kind of like where I'm at. Like I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the channel Worth a Buy. Mac, he's an older gentleman, and he's kind of in the same boat that I am with video games, in terms of like they should strive for the best qualities possible, or they just shouldn't be made. Yeah, and like I know a lot of people, grew up on Flash games. I grew up on those as well. Rest in peace, Flash. But I mean, the Flash community lives on. Retro games will continue to live on as long as people can emulate them. But at some point, it's all going to end. And that's the thing. Everything's going to end at some point, and you do have to kind of move on. But there are ways to keep things going as long as possible. And I think that the current model of game design is just awful, quite frankly. I don't enjoy it at all. I think everything is just super over monetized, and I think that Gaijin is now in a position very similar to, like, because people are like, oh, now they're just like World of Tanks, and some other games where they've all been so into this formula that now they might actually want to improve on the quality of the game, but they can't because they're roped into a cycle of where they have to make a shit ton of money, otherwise they go broke. So, in my opinion, I think War Thunder is fucking doomed. So is World of Tanks, but I think they're going to be killed off more by limitations of hardware rather than their actual quality. Stacking vertical content. World of Warcraft is shit because of vertical content. War Thunder is absolutely legion. I never played World of Warcraft, but I think I kind of... Hello? I think I kind of know what you're talking about. Oh, I need a bigger knife. Need for Speed Minecraft, yeah. Like, Minecraft is a game that has stood the test of time because it's literally limitless. Like, the potential of Minecraft is limitless. You can do whatever you want. But, like, Minecraft isn't overly monetized. I do think having to buy it a couple of times, like, Mojang just changed something recently, I think, with the accounts. I don't remember exactly what it is, but... Oh, fuck off. BF4 had 84 guns by 2015. God knows how many optics and even more skins. Oh yeah, but that was like part of the beauty of the things. Like, I guess I can compare it in bloat to Tarkov. Oh fuck this! I'm gonna die. This was side dogs, and I can't. I was thinking of actually cheating in a loadout and just playing because kind of grinding through the scraps like this is probably kind of boring. This is kind of boring to me, but. Even like without the mods, like I used to be really into getting Minecraft mods when I was younger, and I always wanted it on PC, but then I realized that like modding was just kind of pointless in Minecraft because the game was going through so many updates. Now it's kind of stagnated, where there's a lot of time in between updates, but beforehand it was always just constantly updating. Project Reality, yeah, I've always wanted to try. Like, I like Squad, but anyways, I wanted to compare it to Tarkov real quick, where... Coming into Tarkov is different from Battlefield in the fact that it's, you know, it's more like a looter shooter in terms of like your equipment and not just you spawn with set classes, set weapons and stuff that you can, you know, kind of switch stuff out with. And I think to me like Tarkov has too much shit. It just has it's very in depth. And it's very hardcore, and it's really hard to get into. Now, Tarkov has a big following, don't get me wrong. But I think that at some point, Tarkov is going to run out of steam, different to what Battlefield did. Because Battlefield just, like, if you will, gets power creeped by there being a new title. The games like Tarkov are just really hard to get into because they have a lot of shit. While, like, Battlefield's bloatware, if you will, or, you know, like, content bloat, is more of just, you can just customize and run with that. But, like, it wasn't really in my face. Like, yeah, there's a shit ton of guns, but you don't have to use all the guns. But, like, in order to accomplish certain things in Tarkov, you have to have certain loot. And, oh, that's a pseudo-giant.
Yeah, that's because the way the game is just now. It's wipe, loot, end game, stop playing. Then wait for the next wipe to come along. Because they've not implemented the full story just yet. Like, there's still things, there's still years worth of content in production.
That's what I'm saying. Is it ever going to even get to that point? That's the thing. War Thunder is the same way. They're like, oh, we're going for this.
I feel like with the cult following and the amount of money they're making, it will get there.
I'm definitely dead here. Yep, fuck. Brun kurva, yeah. But like War Thunder is the same thing where they're promising like an end product at some point or some form of an end product. And I think for the longest time, I don't think that this is like blissful ignorance, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree that War Thunder 2.0 was kind of an advertisement, not like them advertising New Power like when you first saw a New Power trailer. I think for the longest time there was kind of a community and slightly developer side idea that 2.0 was going to be what War Thunder as a somewhat finished project would be. Now, of course, they can still add plenty of content, but like the game, you know, the mechanics would be set in stone. Top tier obviously would still be growing, but like War Thunder's 2.0 update is literally regressive. Graphically, it's not, but in terms of gameplay, performance, I mean, the game is playing like it used to back in 2014 and 15 for me. You know, like I'm playing on a pretty big, you know, a pretty proper rig now, and I'm having graphical issues I had on a potato computer. You know, it's like, or like the servers. It's just a company that has been making a game for 8 years that is making the kind of money now, because they've made more money than ever, shouldn't be cheaping out on servers. Now, of course, the somewhat official reason, I believe it's public information, but kind of what I was told, and I don't take this too seriously, take it with a pinch of salt, but apparently it's because they cannot afford to buy out over the AAA companies, like better server quality or server space, whatever. I don't know the exact technical, the techno babble, but basically, let's just say they can't afford to have better servers because they're getting bought out by the AAA gamer companies. If that makes sense. Yeah, where did all the Harrier money go? Exactly, like, you know. This is the thing, games and science, is that if they added, in air quotes, proper this or proper that requires something that I think they have somewhat admitted they have limitations that they cannot do. I don't really know how to phrase it other than like it's the difference between worth 100 million and 1 billion. Yeah. Where is the backpacks? I want a backpack. What was I gonna say? Yeah, like I just think that the game, like I said in my video, the game is alive and is dead at the same time. Like we could probably go back and actually like properly look, but I'm pretty certain that the battle count is definitely worse. Like fact of the matter wise, the game doesn't really run worse. There's just a lot of problems. But a lot less people are actively playing the game for what it was designed for, which is a PvP grind fest of sorts, I guess you could say. And I think that's where people kind of misunderstood what I was saying. Because, oh fuck, I forgot. I'm just gonna start messing around here, cheating, but fuck.
Ну рассказывай давай.
What was I saying? Yeah, like the game is fucking dead. I know people were saying like, oh, you're just saying that, content creators just say that, but it's like, I think that a lot of people have done the game a disservice by just constantly saying it's dead, it's dying, it's dying, it's dying. But I think that the game is officially kind of dead. Like, Armored Warfare is dead, but Armored Warfare is also still actively developing the game. They're still fixing bugs. They're still selling premiums. They're still selling new stuff. The game is fundamentally not dead in terms of it operating. You know? Oh, also that's S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Okay. Nice. Now I know what your YouTube name is, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. But yeah, like the game is literally dead. Armored Warfare is dead, but it's being fed content. I mean, its player count is slowly trickling back, but it's never going to be what it once was. Yeah, War Thunder does need a gameplay change, but I don't think that they can fundamentally do that without losing a lot of money, or getting a lot of backlash they just don't want to listen to. Because, yeah, they get a lot of shit every day. But I think Gaijin's been through one too many PR hiccups to really give a shit anymore. I'm not saying that they don't care for War Thunder. It has been a passion project of a lot, you know, what, a couple hundred people? Maybe not even, I don't know. But the game is most definitely just not interesting. I think they could do bigger maps. You like with the CDK, I can literally take any map in game for air, or any map that has been shrunk and turn it into a full-size air map for top tier jets. I can make better scenarios for World War II vehicles. You know, the only limitation that I can do on a player making a mission end is large-scale tank combat on tank maps, because tank maps are designed with specific detail in mind. I can't use the Sinai map outside of the tank area that we play on in War Thunder normal matches because they have it bordered. But I literally made a mission. My Suez Crisis mission was supposed to have a tank aspect to it and be combined arms, but there is hard-coded into the bin a border that I cannot change, which sucks because it would have been really fun. And yeah, it's I think they know the limitations of their engine, and I really do think that Gaijin has been shoehorning in mechanic after mechanic after mechanic since like Supersonic. Hell, even when they added the first ATGMs. I know that there's some math behind it, but I do genuinely think that a lot of it is complete horse shit, really. Twilight Tech. I don't remember this one. An outfit the Mercs no doubt try to salvage. Find it more adequate for mid-level operations south of radar. Is this more weight? More blistering resistance? That's cool. I don't agree, Matthew. Honestly, I don't think that them focusing on top tier stuff took away from air battles. I think that they were pretty much set in what air battles is, and they were not really happy with the product, but they were kind of just like, that's like as good as we're gonna get it. And like the other thing is too, this is complete conspiracy theory, propagated by some of the community, and I kind of buy into it, but I kind of don't. And that is, I forget which one's better. Which one is better? Is that they're basically pocketing the money and putting it into an enlisted, which isn't exactly a dumb idea. I mean, that's probably a good thing on their part if they can't really go much farther with War Thunder. But like, you know, like that's bad for War Thunder itself. But I think that they're making a gamble on War Thunder. or on enlisted, sorry, that it will sell, but I don't think so. I think that a lot of people are dedicated to Gaijin, and that kind of shows in both the community and some content production. Like, I am no way saying that I am better than anyone else, but I definitely think that there is some shilling going on. There is some dick sucking going on, and I think Stockholm syndrome is part of the play, and a lot of dick sucking. I think a lot of people are people are like, I hope this, I hope that, and this isn't even just with War Thunder. This is with like world issues, politics. People are like, I hope this, I hope this, I hope it gets better, I hope they do something different, and hope doesn't get you anywhere. Sitting there and praying and hoping doesn't do shit, you know. Also, someone must have just died. My recent failure? Oh. Well. That's gay. Actually, fuck it. Since I'm gonna play personally, I'm probably just gonna play mercenary. Bandit is kind of boring. So I'm just gonna reset, but I don't know. I just feel like talking. I don't even know. Kind of being a little bit of a lost soul today, but I might keep it on scavenger. I'm gonna put it to Volk because Volk is wolf in Russian. Very funny, I know. You have a crackpot theory that Gaijin keeps matches on small, hectic maps because quicker matches are more profitable. Yeah, they I think that's actually admitted, by the way. Like, that, like, according to their statistics, that is literally how people operate. But I don't know. Like I said, there was more battles going on with half of the amount of concurrent players at prime time than there is now. So, you know, take with that what you will, but like, okay, everyone is divided. There's no doubt about that everyone is divided on game issues. Some people like smaller maps, smaller games, more fast-paced games. Some people like drawn-out games. Enduring confrontation in RB is the bridge between full-on sim, long drawn-out matches, and like quick heated combat moments. Sim, in my opinion, is too much fucking eyeballing dots, not enough combat. Normal ARB is too much climbing, not enough constant action. Like RBC, you can go in and out of a match as you please. You get XP when you leave. There's no penalty for leaving. And you can go in with your friends, play a couple of sorties, get a lot of kills, do a lot of ground strike, whatever you got to do. Every class of plane works. Bombers work, attackers work, everything works. And you can literally just come and go as you please, like IL-2 Battle of Stalingrad, or just, you know, War Thunder's EC in general, but it's an RB. I honestly never had more fun than an RB during confrontation when you could play it. That, you know, personally, and you know, it's fine, but like some content creators and some players, I'm going to go on a smaller scale here with the content creators, for example. Some content creators want more fast-paced, more skill-based stuff, and then some want more drawn-out, bigger, you know, approaches. But it's two different sides trying to take the same game mode and make it what they want it to be. And I'm gonna use an example here. Scottish Koala wants to have bigger maps for jets or, you know, smaller teams. One of the two. I don't think he wants both. I think some people were taking what he said out of context and contributing the two together. Some other content creators have not really like straight up like with a big thing, but have just kind of suggested more so keeping the smaller, more fast-paced action, but doing different things to fix the fast-paced action. So you've got people like Koala on one side and other content creators on another side trying to take the same game mode, which is ARB, and make it two different things. And that's, I think, fundamentally part of the issue with War Thunder is people are taking one game mode and trying to make it two, rather than saying, Gaijin, make two game modes and make them separate. Like, ARB is ARB. I think a lot of people like ARB for what it is, and I think a lot of people like our ARB-EC for what it was. But I think that the reason why RB-EC doesn't exist consistently is because they want to make room for Sim to appeal to the Sim community to have EC running, and I don't think that they want to be able to operate enough RB-EC servers. Because while a player can host a server for Sim EC, I think it's still like on a Gaijin server level, like back end, if you will. I'm trying to make it layman's terms. And I think that that's how it works, actually. And they just can't afford to operate enough servers to handle that load. Which is why I think they are purposely not having EC for RB be a constant running thing. Personally, that's what I see it being. So the game is in a very dumb place, but I think that people need to stop making one game mode fit all and make two game modes. You know, arcade is arcade, sim is sim, but RB is where most people are playing in air battles. Tanks is a whole different issue. The problem with tanks is that the bigger maps or the bigger versions of maps are in sim. But nobody plays Sim because at top tier, it's everybody versus Russia and China. So, NATO versus Russia and China is in War Thunder is a complete ass whooping for the Russians and the Chinese if they don't spam out K-52s. You know? So, it's like... it's in such a stupid place with that, but that's what it is. Yeah. And I think trying to take them and mush everything together is very regressive, quite frankly. So, I people probably think I'm crazy, but I that's what I see from a content creator perspective. I don't really troll around in the forums too much because it's just too much eye bleed. So I don't know. I'm just rambling on at this point. What was I looking for? Oh, backpack.
Нет, правильно я все сделал. Если любая скотина будет в моих вещах копаться.
Yeah, this game is S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Life as an adult sucks, I agree still. No, it's only offline. I
Так нет, никого надежного. Ни тут, ни там. Вот судьба какая долбаная. Сейчас, еще немного и море. Я штук за 10.
Sadly, I just think War Thunder is dead. I know people disagree, but I think the core experience of War Thunder is dead and has been dead for about a year. Sorry. Sorry I'm yawning so much. It's a bit of me being tired and a bit of allergies. I know it's probably annoying as shit to listen to, but where's my beloved Deagle? I want my Deagle. I might use the USP. It's actually snowing out right now. It was really warm yesterday, and then it's just the temperature's dropped. And it also, I just saw a notification come up on my phone. Removing repair costs in War Thunder is just never happening. I think people need to stop focusing on that issue. It's never happening. It's just not. It's such a fucking waste of time to keep clamoring on about repair costs getting removed. And I think some people, whether normal player, content creator, or employee of Gaijin, have pretty much just said you gotta like shut the fuck up and deal with it without directly saying it. Because I mean, if someone says that directly to you, you're gonna obviously say fuck you then. You know, it's how that works. So it's just I don't know. It's so fucked. War Thunder is just so fucked. Same with World of Tanks. It's already just insufferable for a lot of people, but a lot of people go back to play it because of time spent and whatnot. But I think that like Stockholm Syndrome effect is definitely is the problem for a lot of people. I understand people not wanting to let go. I'm in the same boat, sort of. Also, what? Flamu got kicked from the CC program today? Really? He's actually in the CC Discord for War Thunder. He's actually in the program because you kind of have to when you do advertisements to basically kind of get accepted to the program. It's all dependent. It's all weird circumstantial shit. But no fucking way. He got booted today. That's ridiculous. Hello, photo. Oh shit. Fucking die, bitch.
Ты пушку-то спрячь.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna go watch it, but what exactly was the reason for him to get booted?
Ты пушку-то спрячь.
What was he given a reason, or did they just kind of say get the fuck out? What was?
Ты пушку-то
Then his Switch
спрячь.
subs literally threw a party in chat. Jesus. What exactly was the reason? Like what?
Ты пушку-то спрячь. Ты пушку-то
I
спрячь.
think I just grabbed the wrong suppressor. Series of critical tweets and stat shaming. Well,
Ты пушку-то спрячь.
I mean, shocker. Really?
Ты пушку-то
I mean,
спрячь.
I've ran into Flamu personally in World of Warships. He was in the Burgundy, the French Alsace arsenal ship, And that thing was retardedly overpowered. And I don't think I actually made it into his video, but I was targeting him. I was in Musashi because he was in a Burgundy, and I saw his video on it, and I knew how fucking dangerous it was. And then he was shit talking to me in chat for targeting him, and he's like, "Oh, Musashi shit build." And I'm like, "Buddy, I don't fucking know life. I don't know life World of Warships. I literally don't play this game every fucking day." So, yeah, of course I don't have a super OP veteran build. Gave him was about his Christmas war game buying out. Yeah.
Ты пушку-то спрячь.
Yeah, he really was a fucking idiot for... Yeah, you're gonna... If you're being a complete ass to their obvious consumer base, they're gonna give you the boot. I'm not gonna name names, but... I mean, there's a decent bit of stat shaming with War Thunder content creators as well. I've done a decent bit myself, but not every single person that kills me or I kill stat shaming, you know, it's... But yeah, it does exist.
Ты пушку-то спрячь. Ух, и достала ты меня, зона. Попроб достала.
Like Ego Boy. What, you mean Orange Doom? Yeah. Like Orange Doom. Look, I do agree on one thing. That one problem War Thunder has is the top tier premiums. Gaijin makes a lot of money on it. We understand that. So they're gonna do it. But it's the same thing with World of Tanks. It has bred so much toxicity towards new players that Gaijin kind of indirectly shot themselves in the foot. If you think about it, like... They sell these premiums, you got all these noobs playing stupid overpowered shit, and everyone's shitting on them because everyone just assumes that it's a noob. And then they just go, "This game's toxic, I don't want to be here." You know? And so they definitely shot themselves in the foot with that. There's no question. So, I mean, it's something that happens with games, but it's a stupid fucking idea. Of course, Gaijin's gonna chase some money. Every developer does, but it always ends up in them screwing themselves over. So, surprised? No, not really. It's a shame. I mean, it really is. Like, War Thunder is a good game, but I think most people now are enjoying War Thunder for its messing around and not really its gameplay. I think, like I said, gameplay wise, it's fucking dead. Nice cell. Yeah. Yeah, that's my favorite song. We're gonna turn that on. It's probably, this whole stream is so gonna get muted by YouTube. I'm gonna get a bunch of email notifications afterwards. Also, can I not do the S.T.A.L.K.E.R quest? Yes, this song definitely fits the zone, man. Me and the boys vibing in the Zone 3. Yeah. This is Quest 4. This PDA is definitely a bit buggy. It's cool, but it's buggy. YouTube is like a 19th century factory. I'm a chronic saver, by the way. I apologize, but all right, now we set up for real. Kit it up. I don't really want to mess around as a new bandit anymore. Yeah. Like, I do genuinely only think that War Thunder will improve when a massive amount of people put a really big hole in their wallet, in Gaijin's pocket, or wallet, or whatever you want to say, call it. Again, I am a content creator, and I don't really want to outright say don't buy their products, but I'm kind of suggesting that for the sake of your own personal sanity, that you probably shouldn't support the practice anymore. I'm not. Until I see that they are making worthwhile changes, I'm not going to pay to buy gold or premiums anymore. I'm just going to run off of my allowance that I get every month. Speaking of which, today's the first of the month, so I could actually ask for my gold, but I'm going to wait till the update comes out, which I don't know when that'll be. Yeah, if you're having fun and it's not doing its job, yeah, that's pretty much the lesson to be learned. I genuinely just, I don't know. One thing that really bothers me, well, I kind of have it on the tip of my tongue before I forget it, which I'm actually think I'm probably gonna end up forgetting it anyways. Fuck, I'm losing it now. It has something to do with my cash cow video and the opinions that some people are holding. Shit, I can't remember. Oh, no, I remember. One thing that really, before we get into the shit, which we are now, one thing that really bothers me, is people using, I don't know if you guys saw this, if you were scrolling through the comments of that, but one thing that really, really irks me is when people say, it's a free-to-play game, bro, chill. That irks me to no end. It is so infuriating. Oh yeah, Tech's little video is something else entirely that I don't want to get into right now, but one thing that just really irks me is when people say it's a free-to-play game, chill. And it's like, you can tell. Yeah, it's equivalent of saying it's a movie for kids while you're criticizing. Yeah. Look. If people were putting money into this game for years, supporting its development, and Gaijin repeatedly, whether it's for their PR team, has stated that the goal of the game is to reach a point where it's of AAA quality. 2.0, the new Power trailer, the way that they advertise now is very, whether you could say it's just personal interpretation or not, is very AAA-esque. War Thunder is being advertised as a AAA quality free-to-play game with a shit ton of content that can keep you preoccupied for years, which is true. It can keep you preoccupied for years. But when you can't even fucking play the game because of the servers, you know, and even the EU server now, I've been told, is getting... Fuck. Whoa. Hold on. Let me escape this real quick. Alright, we're good. Yeah, when they're advertising the game like that, there is no excuse. A game, the price tag of a game doesn't mean that it shouldn't strive for the best quality. To me, that is stupid. That is a cop-out excuse for people that are, quite simply, in my opinion, in denial. Like, I don't know. how to not come across as an asshole, but I think that if people are saying that about War Thunder, they're kind of in denial. Like, and I mentioned Where the Buy earlier, and that's kind of something that the way he criticizes games is like, and that's kind of where I get that opinion from, is from him. Like, just because a game is in early access doesn't mean it shouldn't strive for, well, fuck, shouldn't strive for quality. Oh, god damn it, that, oh, broke my valve. Fuck. Alright. Let me respawn in another one. Just because I don't, where is it? Let's see, Val. Val, where are you? God damn it, you ruined the flow. Ruined the flow of my rant. There. I was looking for the other one, but... Wait, is the other one better looking? No, they're the same. Sell that, but whatever. Yeah. Just because a game is early access doesn't mean it should strive for low quality and low effort. Ooh, zombies. It really, really pisses me off. Really, really, really pisses me off that people are using a price tag as the excuse. I mean, I don't know if that's just a me thing, but that really bothers me. Because you're basically saying a company is allowed to just keep being completely lazy and take your money and never have to improve. Simply because it's free to download. When, I mean, what is the difference between War Thunder and, say, Gunner Heat PC? Because at some point, Gunner Heat PC is going to be an end product that is charged. Well, I mean, they don't really know at this point, but like the goal is to get to a point where you have a game that is nearly complete, that you probably charge, I don't know, $40 for, and then have DLCs that are maybe 15, 20 bucks that builds into a really big game. That's how IL-2 did it. You know, because it's more of a simulator. That's the simulator kind of model. What is the difference? Gunner Heat PC, you have to pay a Patreon support for to get access to. Really? Chimera? Hold on, let me. Fucking prick. That you have to pay Patreon access to in order to have. Theoretically, you could say, if it wasn't in the Patreon stage, that you pay 25 bucks to play Gunner Heat PC, and you can keep supporting it through DLCs that get added. But it has the same development cycle as War Thunder. It's just not free to play. Is Gunner Heat PC having to be held to a higher standard than War Thunder simply because you actually have to pay to play the game initially? Even if they are updated in a similar kind of cycle and are monetized in a similar cycle? Yeah, and it is, and that's the thing. When I said that it's the player base's fault, it's like a 50-50. Half of the problem is the player base, half of the problem is the company. Because the player base is enabling the company to do the things that the player base is mad about, but they continue to enable it. So it's like, you know, it's counterproductive. And like I was saying, I mean, seriously, and before I get into this gunfight in chat, let me know. Do you think that if War Thunder and Gunner Heat PC were monetized the same, except you had to pay to access Gunner Heat PC, would it really be that different? Or just not even Gunner Heat PC with War Thunder generally? If you had to pay $30 to play War Thunder, and then it had the exact same or just very, very similar monetization model as it does now, would everyone hold Gaijin to a higher standard because you had to pay initially to play the game? Hell, I bet another good example would even be Tarkov. Tarkov, you have to pay, I'm pretty sure. Even the most basic version of the game, you have to pay. The more expensive versions, you get a better container, which is, and I think some other things, some like better starting loot and stuff. Each wipe. If Tarkov was a free to download game, would that excuse them being lazy about development or bug fixes? No. Why does a game being free to play instantly mean it is just like the lowest common denominator of free to play game? Because, you know, you've got the free to play mobile games. You're seriously comparing War Thunder's quality to a mobile game? Yeah, that is true. GTA is another good example. People keep asking, where's GTA 6, when they keep buying and grinding the stupidity, grindy clusterfuck that is GTA Online. Exactly. Rockstar knows, like, we may shit on Gaijin with their statistics, because sometimes they do think that they are just blatantly wrong. But they do know what's making them money. They're not stupid. These are human beings we're talking about that can work together to solve problems. They're not retarded. Top Tier Battles is a mobile game. Yeah, I mean, is there really a difference? If War Thunder was $5 to play, would it be held slightly higher standard? That's the thing. Why are games always held to the lowest common denominator? For the wrong reasons. It's sickening to me, honestly. It pisses me off that people even try to make that an argument. I mean, I know I sound like an idiot to some people right now because everyone has their own opinion and to each their own, but that just for how War Thunder has been advertised, that's just complete bullshit. Yeah, I also played GTA Online for a while. I was on a GTA Online spur with some friends who like to hunt IRL, and we just went out hunting, collecting pelts and stuff. And honestly, Red Dead Online isn't bad. I know that it's starting to get more and more heavily monetized like GTA Online, but as long as I can go to the store, buy ammunition, and what the fuck is going on over here? And then sell my pelts, I'm okay with that. Because I like to run around the grizzlies and just hunt elk and I believe it was caribou up there or something, or just a certain kind of deer, whitetail deer. And go back to town and sell pelts. Like, it's fine. Nice one. Yeah, and I mean, like I said, please, am I the only one that thinks that saying it's a free-to-play game get over is a shit cop-out to excuse Gaijin's not carelessness. Don't even know how to phrase it. No, fuck it, I would call it carelessness. Because some stuff I'm going to allude to right now, I'm pretty sure is not public information, but I'm going to allude to it. Gaijin's entire process of rolling out an update is, from what I have been told and what I am interpreting, seems to be complete bullshit and is just unfixable. Because bugs, of course, this is just game design in general, but bugs creep up between their internal testing server, the dev server that we get to play, and the live server that becomes the final product. Like the A4 Skyhawk bug. You know for damn sure someone was crashing an A4 Skyhawk on the dev server because it was just, you know, like a recent vehicle. And then and they never crashed, and then when they put it on the live server, all of a sudden it was crashing. And I believe there's a term for it, but they're constantly building upon a contract. They're constantly building upon an engine that has been getting updated more and more and more. Like, people are saying, well, Enlisted isn't like that. But what is Enlisted going to look like in 8 years? 8 to 10 years? When it goes to the same thing. When there's like a Dagor 8.0 and Enlisted is having fuck tons of problems. It's inherent to game design. So games have to really look into improving the workarounds, or just having to deal with it and just having to say that that's it. Because I think that's a big problem with games, is the limitation of stuff's always getting better. You know, constantly gotta improve. Yeah, well, I mean, in my video, it was terrible wording to say that War Thunder needs to be rebuilt, and not going into that the way I should have. Because War Thunder does need to rebuild, but not brand new. Just it's source code, if that's the layman's term. It's the build. Let me rephrase it this way: the building blocks. Where are you, Snark? Of War Thunder need to be reworked or rebuilt. Not everything, but it's kind of like take a pyramid, for example. Or take this bus stop. We'll do it visually. Take this bus stop, okay? The building blocks of this bus stop are these little concrete little slabs here. Whatever these are, okay? And this up here is War Thunder right now. Okay? See how it's fucked? It's bent? It's falling apart? Well, it's falling apart because the foundation is getting weaker, which is weakening the internals, which is this pole. Thus, it's basically crumbling under itself. Well, if you're able to fix all the foundation, and then you can slowly work your way up and fix, you know, the thing that is holding up the current, which would be the pillar, and then the roof. Lack of foresight for Gaijin? Yeah, I think lack of foresight is that's something I've said in the past before I was even a content creator, and I think that that's something that a lot of people can agree with me with. I think Gaijin not intentionally does have a lack of foresight. Like, they will literally do an update and you're like, you didn't think that this would do that? You know? Fuck you. Kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think of examples here in combat, but there's plenty of examples if you just really sit down to take the time to go through them. But like Mavericks. I have to kill this guy. Mavericks. The SU-7 is also getting the KH-29L, which I'm pretty sure, I think it was in a data mine or something, is going to be laser guided. Ooh, these are cool. Swing sets, symbiote carousel. And no, they don't come up. Oh, hello. That one's gonna be laser guided. It's not the KH-25H, I believe, is it? Which is the one that is fire and forget, like a Maverick, kind of. I think it's optical. I don't know. Don't take my word for that, but And also, I think that the F4 Phantom, according to data mining rumors, may also be getting, I don't need this, 6 Mavericks. Apparently the LOW pod that allows for 3 Mavericks on a pod, is in the files. So, and I think it was on the Phantom ID, so, I mean, like, are they really? I know that they kind of have it limited to 5 kilometers right now because it just auto detonates. But what happens when everyone thinks that on the dev server, then the live server comes around, and bada bing, bada boom, Mavericks have 20 kilometers range, and you can just kind of scan and lock a half-ass rendered Tunguska and just pop a Maverick and watch it fly, and that guy is completely unaware and you kill him. I mean, this is a terrible example compared to some other examples in the past, but it's like, they have some forethought, but I think it's only half-assed forethought, so, yeah, like, I'm trying to think of an example, that's better, but I'm not even playing War Thunder, so I can't even think about it. But yeah, like, just the like, oh no, I got an amazing example. We got an amazing example. The T64A and the KPZ and MBT70. They jumped literally 30 years in terms of technological development and design philosophy in a single update and a single battle rating bracket. And it was like, did you not even see this coming? Like, literally. The M60A1 AOS. I don't even think the Rise even had a dart round at the time. Like, you're literally talking about, like, a tank getting its ass handed to it that was around maybe around the same time, but at that point would have had an upgrade to it, or you know, it just in terms of game design shouldn't be in. The MBT and KPZ, a new kind of mobility that was not really seen on vehicles other than maybe like the RU-251. And all of a sudden, this is your top tier vehicle that can do everything, including even tank rounds from a lot of guns at the time. Maybe not even darts, but like did they seriously not have any foresight? The MBT and KPZ-70, I remember it, and I bet some of you do too. Literally running circles around the map. Around M60s, T55s, Chieftains, IS fucking 4s and shit. Because I think that was how compressed the battle rings were, but I don't remember. But, like, they didn't even think about that? I mean, there's so many more vehicles to add. Upgraded Sheridan variants. The M60s. The M60 TTS should have been in the game before a fucking T64A was added. Or at least at the same time. That's a really good example of lack of forethought. Was it intentional? Was it by accident? Did they just go, fuck it, we'll see what happens? You know, it's like, what the fuck? And even M18s, in a way. Did Gaijin have any idea what the M18 would do to the game? Introducing... I mean, that was going to happen no matter what, but introducing such a different kind of meta. You know. Oh boy, I get some bandits. It's epic. Yeah, like, I mean, so really, that lack of forethought, like, I don't believe it. Armor metas? I don't even think War Thunder has an armor meta, to be quite frank. In top tier, at least. They literally had to remove the 4 of each top tier because there was too many people in queue, and the game couldn't handle the amount of games. Like, I am convinced that Gaijin was somewhat downscaling servers even back then. Because the game clearly wasn't taking that many games that it could handle. Like, they literally had to remove that cap that exists today, right now. You go play a top tier match, there is more than 4 2A6s, my guy, like, you know. And they did that back with the IPM1. There was more than 4 IPM1s a team. And hell, Gaijin maybe even had limited, even if the IPM1 and the M1 were the same BR, they may have only limited the IPM1. So there were still plenty of normal Abramses. I mean, the differences were so minute, except for the armor. Look, I was planning on doing something for a while, and it kind of slipped my mind, but I want to do it now that I have the T10A. Although I didn't actually give it to myself, I didn't accept the coupon. Oh, these guys are getting fucked up. Where'd they go? Well, he died. Whoa, that red dot is disgusting. Did I just... I did. Hold on. Whoops. I apologize for anyone watching in post that wanted me to play Bandit, but I just couldn't. It was just getting boring. Bandit, kind of boring. Mercenary's a little bit more exciting. What was I talking about? Yeah, like, I've been wanting to do an event where we do a series of games which you limit either the year or you limit the battle rating and then kind of eliminate some specific examples. I would like to see how many people would actually think that a removing heat FS kind of from a certain battle rating would work. Because I am curious to see how many people would get so fucking pissed off that the Germans would just go around slapping people with Hortons and Polksistors and A2As with the full Wehraboo Wonder Weapon lineup when they're in their T-32 that has a broke-ass 90mm pen that doesn't even fucking function against the targets that it's shooting. I would genuinely like to run an event like that. Or do it on battle rating. So T10A, would you like to be in a mouse facing a T10A? Probably not. Top tier needs bigger maps, but I don't think that Gaijin is actually going to be able to afford the amount of impact or strain that it's going to have in the game. Because I think that there is a technical limitation that they're not telling us. And maybe their statistics are a part of it, but I still think that there is a technical limitation that they're not telling us about. So... I mean, would you guys agree that there is definitely a limitation? Because just saying, oh, we need this, isn't going to solve it. Well, the Abrams is a joke in War Thunder because you're playing RB where you're not, and you're playing on small maps. Sim, actually, MBTs are pretty tanky because shooting a weak point isn't as easy, and requires a decent bit of forethought. Also, I'm gonna be completely fucked here.
Готов! Держи от меня! Держи от меня! Обходим!
2A6 was fucking unnecessary. I mean, they're literally adding a Polish 2A4 that could have been in the game beforehand, or the Leopard Evolution, or the Revolution package. I mean, literally, that was so fucking overkill. That dude's AI is completely broke. Why are we getting the 2A4 PL anyways? Because whether joking or not, they want to balance out the 2A6's statistics because it is just so overperforming. And you damn well fucking know what would happen if they spiked the 2A6's repair cost to make it unplayable like they did with the Swedish 122s. Because they lowered repair costs across the board, but at the same time, they literally lowered the reward cost. And also, another thing, I don't know too much about DM43, but I'm pretty fucking certain that DM43 could probably be fired out of the 2A5's L44, no? Like, DM33, I'm pretty sure isn't the end-all be-all round that the L44 can fire. Rumor has it that the PL is supposed to even have DM63 of some kind. But I think that's a nomenclature thing. Shooting 2.5 kilometers into a tree line at tiny little thermal signatures. Yeah, a lot of people don't enjoy that, and a lot of people do. I actually kind of enjoy it because shooting center of mass and hoping to hit a weak spot sometimes is kind of rewarding, rather than just running around the map with 5 trillion DPI, looking back and forth like it's a fucking CSGO match. To me, War Thunder is just CSGO in a tank. Or an airplane at times. DM63. I don't really know. I really can't say. I'm only going off of what I've been told by either Germans, data miners, or people that know how to find documentation. But I'm pretty sure from what I've heard that DM63 is supposed to be a round fired out of the Leopard 2 PL. But I think DM63 is not, like, you know, because of the number, but I don't think that it's, like, as good as you might think. The higher you go, the more tank mechanics become secondary. Yeah. And just the other day, I made a bug report, which I actually got or not bug report, feedback thing. I was playing the Warrior on White Rock, and I turned sideways to stop, so I could just, like, peek over and see. And my tank literally slid up the wall of White Rock. Like, the wall that, for years, you literally, even with an Abrams, couldn't climb up. Well, actually, at one point you could. And now, like, the game is just sliding you up there because of the physics being so horrendous. So. What? That's not even a bug. That's the physics. They changed the physics. They broke wheeled vehicle. Like, literally, tanks are more grounded in reality in World of Tanks and Armored Warfare at times than they are in War Thunder. That is something you have to let sink in. Literally, some games that you think have retarded physics are literally sometimes more grounded than War Thunder's is. There is no such thing as sliding up a mountain in Armored Warfare or World of Tanks. That doesn't exist. Completely in neutral, not doing a thing, and your tank is going up sideways? Up like a 50-degree angle? No, that's not in reality. How Gaijin even got it to that point is just beyond me. Oh, I walked right by it, fuck. Even Arma's tank mechanics are a joke, and they're still sometimes better than War Thunder's. Arguably. The hell? Can I sneak in here? Is this a thing? What? Oh, that's cool. Squeezing between. Oh, there's an electrical field, though. Sorry, I'm focusing here. Trying to find the maze. Nailed it. I mean, how sad has it become that tanks are sliding like go-karts? Simply to be able to artificially make small maps feel bigger. Oh god, there's a side storm.
Ты заваливай. Перетрем.
The stream was such a fucking clusterfuck because OBS fucked up my audio in the beginning and here's another thing about War Thunder, RRB specifically. People still enjoy the rinse and repeat of it after 6, 7, 8 years. Like, people say props are fun, but I don't find it enjoyable to get out-climbed by somebody simply because they are more upgraded than me. Which is why Jets actually appeals to me, because in Jets, the stock to spaded performance isn't that much as a gap as it is with props. In terms of engine performance. Like, you still have an afterburner, you still have a shit ton of thrust. With props, it's like, space flyers are always going to out-climb you. In a lot of planes, you know, or like, I don't know. I feel like it's just been the same old, and I personally have no appeal to it. Yeah, it really hasn't meaningfully changed. I'm a big proponent of RBEC. And RBEC comes back to War Thunder, I will literally shell out for Gaijin on a level you haven't even seen. Because that's what I'm saying. If they do that, I consider that a step in the right direction. Also, this red dot is horrible. There's some things about 151 I don't like. This is one of them. Let's listen to the Saigo without a suppressor. Big boomstick. Anyone who says I only play low tier because it's objectively more fun is a dedicated seal lover. In a way, you're right. I mean, it's because you're using vehicle lineups that have been compressed as shit, and you know what you're doing because you're usually above average player. So. Yeah, like, people just shit on bombers because they're like, why would you even play it? Or, like, the other way around. Not every, I can't generalize, but some content creators. Some I'm friends with, some I'm not. Try to take every bomber that is added, like the Buccaneer, for example, and turn it into a fighter. I don't know what it is, but, like, it's not a fucking fighter. Stop treating it as such. Even if the Buccaneer got AIM-9Ds or AIM-9Gs or whatever, it's not a fighter. Like, stop trying to treat it as such. It's, like, beyond me. What was the wipe mask control? Was that even a thing? Clean mask. Attackers is just a fancy name of a heavy fighter with a good payload. Yeah. I do like some of the item animations. Apparently saves should actually be compatible from 150 to 151. But I don't think so. Oh. Well. Whoops. That was stupid of me. Wait, didn't I save there? Did I not? Oh, I saved right before. You want to slap people, say it's a designated attacker, so it shouldn't be good at air-to-air combat. Well, you're going to have to slap me, because I agree with that. Like the SAB 105. People were like, oh my god, it's getting AIM-9Js, oh my god. And I'm like, well, it's a ground attacker. It's kind of meant to ground attack first, and the AIM-9Js are simply for self-protection. I mean, that's... You gonna shit on the A10 because it can carry 2 AIM-9Ls? You know, it's like, does that make it a designated fighter? No. See, it doesn't really make any sense. Yeah. The SV-25 and the A10 can both use all-aspect missiles that can kill planes. Does not make them fighters. It's very sad because I wanted to use the SAB 105 with AIM-9Js and use it at top tier against aircraft in a really powerful multi-role situation. And I know that the premium one with the 2 RB-75s, or what are they called now? Get them all mixed up. It's like too much big and are would make it like an easy 4 kills. I guess before I end the stream, we're gonna go raid Rostock ourselves. Actually, no, I'm not doing that. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna bring some friends along. Come on. How do I spawn people? Squads. Go, boys, go. Oh, I got clacked. Fuck. I think they probably rebalanced some stuff too. Attackers have more important things to do than pick fights against fighters. Well, I mean, again, Gaijin's fault for making bombers and attackers so unviable by focusing an entire fight within like a 5 to 8 kilometer area with name tags. You know, making attackers and bombers useless, making it so that bombers don't spawn at the reasonable height. I mean, yeah, they're space climbing, but they're actually climbing to their like appropriate altitude. You know, it's like with RBEC, I actually played the B-29 for a while. And it was kind of fun. Oh, we're gonna have some fun. This was kind of a miscellaneous stream, and it didn't turn out like I thought it would probably be, because I forgot about this version of game. But 50 cal. Why? Did I just get a double? I think I did. Oh, I didn't. Fucking motherfucker. Just drops them. Still haven't allowed it to use 50 BMG. Mom, get the camera! When did I pick that up? Wow. Fun. See ya. I'm gonna end it soon. Probably on my next death or something. I've probably used up all my energy for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. like last year, but it's still fun. I just I think that I probably am gonna play the shit out of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. again if Dead Air actually ever does get updated, because Gunslinger is only Call of Pripyat. And honestly, I played Call of Pripyat. It was cool. I played it with the Misery mod. Do you wanna? Honestly. What is depth of field gonna make it look like? It's gonna look all weird. Oh, depth of field doesn't work. Oh, it's primitive depth of field. Ugh. That's not how it works. That's disgusting. Actually, I'm gonna try on a little motion blur, just a tad, just a subtle bit. Have I been naughty again? No. Whoa. A little bit of motion blur makes it feel very metro-y. What this anti-other thing? Motion blur makes it feel a little bit more alive. Oh, you're teasing me. No, not depth of field. Where'd it go? I don't know. I think War Thunder's dead. I think it's still gonna run for a very, very long time, but I think War Thunder is truly just dead. Yeah, you guys get bit by that. Whoa. Suka. Actually, with the motion blur, it actually complements the smooth frame rate I have. Motion blur usually sucks, but I'm gonna die. Nope, I'm not gonna die to a pack of dogs. Oh, I got fucked up. Okay. I've played for 2 hours? How long has it been? It's been a while. What? Tell me? Usually tells me. Yeah, 2 hours. Alright. Yeah. It's time for me to go now. I'm tired, and I just kind of messed around in S.T.A.L.K.E.R, but it's not a game that a lot of people are gonna enjoy. But it's a call classic. But hey, you know that's what happens. Anyways, guys, yeah, I'm gonna head out now. So see you guys later. And I don't know when I'm gonna make another video. Probably in a couple days. So see ya.